We've made it. It is game day. Nebraska kicks off their season versus Cincinnati at Arrowhead Stadium today at 8 o'clock Central. So I want to take this time to sit down with you and have a truthful and honest conversation before kickoff. All of the things that we're looking out for today, the keys to the game, how Nebraska gets it done, how we can potentially lose if that does in fact happen, all the implications, but not just that. I want to take a look back on the offseason that was, the season that's now in front of us, why it's so important that we finally get it done, that we have the breakout season, that we prove everybody wrong, and so much more. So really quick, hit that like button if you're excited about today. I know I am. Subscribe for the latest Talking Nebraska. We've heard all the hype from January up until now. It's flown by. Matt Rhule, the big year 3 jump at Temple, at Baylor. He's always had success in this season, rebuilding programs to 9-10 wins, to be one of the best in his conference. We've heard that since he was hired here. We've heard that Dylan Raiola, going into his second campaign with the Huskers, former 5-star recruit, he's finally going to break out to be one of the best quarterbacks in America. We've heard all the hype with this coaching staff. You bring in Dana Holgerson, one of the best play callers in the country. You bring in John Butler, who's a hungry defensive coordinator. He gets his first opportunity. You bring a seasoned veteran special teams coordinator in Mike Eckler. And not to mention all of the transfers that are now on this team. Whether it's a Dasan McCullough, a Dane Key, an Andrew Marshall, a Williams Winery, a Rocco Spindler, this team is better in almost every single department than what it was 12 months ago. And we were a decent team last year. But in order for us to take that big jump, we need to be a lot better, and we are. But today's the day that we prove it. I'm not talking about Nebraska only winning 8 games this season. I'm not talking about Nebraska winning 9. It's time for us to start believing Nebraska can win 10 and make the college football playoffs. Okay, because we're good enough in every aspect. We have good enough coaches. We have good enough talent. And frankly, I'm sick and tired of the media disrespecting us. ESPN disrespects us constantly. They call us a has-been. They didn't include us in their polls. We were, 36th in the AP poll? Absolutely disrespectful. Okay, that's great. That's cool. We're going to prove tonight, the entire country's watching us on ESPN, why we're one of the best. Okay, I want that spotlight, to be honest, as quick as possible. I want everybody to be tuned in to see the emergence of Cornhusker football this year. Buy the stock, buy the hype, because it's going to be worth a lot in just a measly couple months. Because right now, we're continuing to be laughed at. That's great. You can laugh now. But let's see if you're still laughing in just a couple months. Let's see. Because it all starts today against Cincinnati. It's a tough game. I'm going to give Cincinnati some credit. Okay, I do believe it's going to be a competitive ball game from start to finish. Okay, they have a great defensive line. They have a playmaking quarterback. They have a really solid running back who we've played in the past in Tawi Walker. Okay, they have some things that are working in their favor. It is not a blowout victory, from the very beginning when it comes to Nebraska. Okay, we're going to have to fight for this one. Okay, but I'm done with Nebraska just winning. Okay, I would love a win. I don't care what it looks like. Don't get me wrong. But we're talking playoffs here, guys. We're talking 9 wins. In order to give us confidence as fans that Nebraska will break out in a big way, that all this hype is going to come up and be true, I need Nebraska to dominate from the get-go today. I need them to win by a couple touchdowns. I want them to make it clear on offense, defense, special teams, and all phases of the game that they can't compete with us, that we are better than Cincinnati in every single department. I want absolute domination. Okay. And again, I want to win. Don't get me wrong. I don't care what it looks like, but it's deeper than that. We are talking long term. We're talking the big picture. We're talking the grand scheme of things. Matt Rhule talks a lot. I'll give him credit. He talks a lot. He's put a lot of money where his mouth is. That's great. But it's time to prove it, along with every single player on this roster. I believe that we're good enough to win 9 games. I believe we're good enough to win 10 games. But it starts tonight in every single aspect. There's a couple things I'm looking out for. Okay, start strong. I'm not looking for us to be competitive in the fourth quarter. I want the backups to be in the fourth quarter. I want TJ Lateef to get out there slinging that football around. Okay, I need Nebraska to start strong. Meaning this defensive line gets going, gets the quarterback early on. This offense scores a touchdown immediately with Jacory, Barney, with Dane Key. Dylan Raio's airing it out. We're having some fun early on. Okay. So number one, We need to start strong. Number 2, we need to be aggressive all throughout this game. Defense, I want us dialing up blitzes. I want him under duress. This is a quarterback who did struggle under pressure last year. This is a running back who did struggle against other Big Ten opponents in Tawee Walker. So while he's very dynamic, if we get the blitz going very early on, they're not going to be successful. And at the exact same time, I want Nebraska's offense to be explosive, aggressive very early. First, second, third quarter, doesn't matter. If it's a 4th down and 1, go for it. Everyone wants to see Archie Wilson. I don't want to see him once. I do not want to see Archie Wilson step a foot on that field this game. Okay. We'd love to see him maybe in the 4th quarter, but we're talking first, second quarter. If it's a 4th down and 2, go for it. I don't care where you're on the field. You win football games by being aggressive, especially against inferior teams like Cincinnati. So be aggressive throughout this ball game. Be efficient. Shut out Cincinnati as early as possible. First quarter, again, you gotta shut them out. You gotta start off hot. I want Nebraska to slow down this rushing attack. Okay, that's the only thing that's going in their favor. I want us to generate explosive plays. I want us to avoid penalties. Be the more disciplined team. We talk all the time about talent. We talk all the time about being very well coached, and that's great. But more than anything else, football comes down to how disciplined you are and how ready you are for these big time moments when the game gets tight. Now, I'm hoping this game is not tight, at all. But we know these refs are going to try to cheat us a little bit. We know these refs are going to give Cincinnati some opportunities. So let's just not have any holding penalties, at least when it matters. Now, no holding penalties, offsides, pass interferences. Let's not have any of that. Let's be a lot more disciplined in Cincinnati. That's how we're going to get it done and prove to everybody why it all starts now. Okay. I'm sipping the Kool-Aid. I believe. I want you to believe right now. I want to end by saying this. I know you've been hurt. I know you've been hurt by Nebraska football, especially in these last 10 years. It's hard not to have been, okay? Whether it's Scott Frost, Mike Riley, even the Matt Rule era, it's not been what we've expected, okay? We have been hurt time and time again. We can't win the close games. We have had a lot of players we had expectations for who fell short. A lot of big-time matchups that we thought we were finally going to get that big win, and it didn't end up happening. So I know a lot of Nebraska fans, they're still holding off. They don't want to put all their eggs in one basket. They don't want to believe in this team once again because they're scared they're going to get hurt. And it's the same deal with the Cincinnati ball game because there's still a devil in the back of your head that's saying, oh, what if Nebraska blows it? It's in mine too. It's in everybody's. Every Nebraska fan has that little voice in your head saying, what if the worst happens? I'm here to tell you right now, believe. Not only believe Nebraska's going to win today, but I want you to believe that Nebraska's going to win this season. I want you to believe that that this is the year, maybe not that we're going to win the Big Ten, maybe not that we're going to win the College Football Playoff, but I want you to believe right now in your heart of hearts that this is the year that Nebraska changes the program forever, gets back in the upward trajectory, starts to put respect back on our name. If, with that being said, that you look back on this year in the future and say, this was the season that changed everything for the better. It didn't fix all the problems. We're not going to be a perfect team this year. I'll tell you that right now. We are going to lose some games. We are going to have interceptions at times. We're going to have players who don't live up to expectations. That's just what's going to happen. It's football. But I'm going to tell you this right now. This will be the season that Nebraska changes everything for good. And it goes back to the talent. It goes back to the coaching staff. It goes back to our culture in belief that when we are finally in these close games, it doesn't matter who, whether it's Northwestern, Cincinnati, Michigan, Penn State, I don't care, that we're going to have the confidence to come through on the other side with a W. We have not had that in a decade. So once again, I know you're resentful. I know you're cautious. It's time to go all in. Okay, you don't have to put all feet in right at once, okay, but I want you to put 1 foot in, 1 foot on the train, okay? I want you to sip some Kool-Aid, maybe not all of it. You can sip some Kool-Aid tonight when we win, but I want you to sip a lot of it, okay? Just a little, and then progressively drink some more, okay? I want you to believe. It's no fun if nobody believes. Believe that this will be the season, that this will be the game that Nebraska starts everything. I'm getting fired up. I'm getting excited. I'm getting nervous, though. I'll tell you that. There is a part of me that is nervous about this football game, a big part of me, because we've sat here a lot over these past couple of seasons and we've lost season openers, whether it was Minnesota, whether it was Northwestern. We have a bad tendency of losing season openers. So I'm nervous. I am. But when I get to game time, I believe I'm going to be very confident, very optimistic, because I do have a belief in this team. I do believe that when it comes down to these winning moments, that we're going to make the plays matter the most. And I also believe with the most talented we've been in a very long time. I want you to believe as well. It's happening this year, guys. Again, college football playoff, I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee 10 wins, but I can guarantee you that this will be the season that we finally move in an upward trajectory, that we say this was the season that really started it all. Believe with me. And I want you to believe that we're going to win tonight against Cincinnati. Let's get it going. So, reminder, as always, I will be going live right after the game. What's going to be like 11:30? It's going to be 11:30 at night. We're going to be in the suites at Arrowhead Stadium. So, again, tune in right when the game's over. I will be live on this channel. Make sure to be here. My instant reaction, win or loss, it doesn't matter. I will be live on the channel. So let me know if you're going to tune in down below. Hey, hit that like button and subscribe if you're excited about today. As always, folks, go ahead, go on a roll. I will see you in the next one.